So this is a pretty hyped up night to be an anime fan, because not only does this episode mark the season 2 finale of Overlord, but also it marks the return. This night also marks the return of the season 3 of Tokyo Ghoul, the long-awaited season 3, and even the dub is out. And speaking of which, I'm probably going to rewatch the dub version of Overlord, since that's the version that got me into the series. And it's going to be a while before we have anything related to the anime when it comes to Overlord. I hope we don't have to wait too long. So I actually went into this not knowing we'd have 13 episodes. So shout out to the creator of Akatu for letting me know that it's going to be 13 episodes. So I appreciate the insight. Even so, we had so much set up for season 3. It's ridiculous. Coming from episode 12, where we had Klein be given the magical item from Stronov to enhance his abilities, even further to give him a power boost. He did not get a fight in this episode, so that's going to be left for season 3. We have 2 new characters that were introduced by the end of this episode. Obviously, going to take part in season 3. So start off, I guess, with Blue Rose, led by Lachius, I guess, leading the charge against most of the the undead hounds, the monsters, the green monsters that are able to not only devour humans but also absorb it. It looks like doesn't matter, because here comes Marmon, aka Hines. But it's like certain scenes, the certain characters are set up in the previous episode are going to have a bigger role in the upcoming season. Clive's one of them. Princess Runner's another. We know what her intentions are. She has no problem with Clive being killed off, so she can nurse him back to health. Classic tsundere in anime. Prince Zanek. I guess I was thinking, wait, is this douche actually going to do something? Turns out no. Here comes Marmon actually putting in the work. One swipe takes care of business. On the one hand, this episode capped off what has been a very enjoyable season, but at the same time it left me kind of broken-hearted, because I was hoping we get Nabe versus Solution. I cannot be the only one thinking, wait, is Nabe actually going to square off with the rest of the maids of Nazarick? I'm like, no. It turns out in wrestling terms it was a work, because you had Demiurge and Anzangol go into a room and pull off, I guess, had tea time to discuss what Demiurge's plans were. Meanwhile, you had Nabe converse with the rest of the base alongside Solution with the mask. So, yo, how's it going? Did you know, by the way, that girl was named Evil Eye? Turns out Nabe didn't really care, but now she knows. And I got to shout out, Evil Eye has a reputation because she grabbed the attention of not only Solution but also Anzangol with her name alone. And she also has a connection and now somewhat of an alliance with Anzangol. And by default, the Guardians of Nazarick. And I'm pretty sure the same thing's going to happen with Klein, just because his connection, the way he's been interacting with Sabaz, that's going to lead to somewhere in the future as well. Other than the fact he's won, we have yet to see Solution in a 1v1. We know what her abilities are. We don't know what she could do in a fight. So I was kind of hoping this would be a perfect test for Nabe, but no, turns out it was a work. This was being discussed about, I guess, Demiurge's plan. I guess his plan was to make himself into a bigger demon in the eyes of the general public. So eventually Marmon could actually be a bigger hero in the eyes of the general public once he takes him down. So that's the reason why he has the magical item, a magical item that allows him to summon demons. But then Anzangol gives him his own personal magical item. So that's his coronation. His devotion towards Anzangol's been rewarded. So I do feel bad for Evil Eye, because she's the only one that was putting in the work, and everybody else was like having a conversation. So, and this episode really kept up, solidified, in my opinion, Evil Eye's my third favorite character in the series. Obviously, it goes like Sebastian and Nabe, and then Evil Eye, no question about it. Not only is she freaking adorable, but she's also a badass. She's putting the work against, was it Alpha and Delta, the two mains? They were really beastly, because I guess their defenses like it was nothing. The magical defenses like it was nothing. And if not for Demiurge pulling out, most likely should have been killed, but she was still putting in the work. So, and now and on top of that, she also has a reputation, and she's pretty much nothing more than a cheerleader for Anzangol now. So that's kind of cool. She takes her own mask off, and then she said, "No, he didn't reject me." So is that leading towards something? So, and we also get the return of Garganta and I guess Tia, one of the Ninja Twins returned. So they got back from the dead. So that was quick. But like I said, we didn't get to see what Klein could do. So that was Brain gets chased because he catches Tia in, I don't know what she was, obviously in disguise, wearing a mask. He knew it was the Tia, but instead of running away, he actually gives chase. So mad props to him for that. But yeah, pretty much similar outcome. Although he did get a feet in. So he uses the same technique he used in season 1. This time he actually chips a fingernail, not cuts it, chips it. So, and Shelty gives him props for being a nail chipper. And the thing that's so disappointing about this is Brian, he is so pleased with that accomplishment. Like, yo, he's grinning from ear to ear. Like, yo, I did it actually. I got a feet in. I got a hit on Sheltia after all this time. But even though we all know she could have wrecked him a new asshole if she really tried. And we know what power scaling wise, I think she's second behind Anne's on goal in terms of power scaling wise. So that's like a huge accomplishment for Brent and Glass, I guess. But you should really use this time to like power up because you're gonna need it. So, and did you see how quick she caught up with Brent after he decided to dip after? Because his whole goal was to buy time for Clan to run away, even though he didn't do that. But Pialtia, she caught up like it was nothing. We see the explosion, they managed to get away. So, and this is all a part of Demiurge, so it's going to be interesting to see what he does going forward. Like I said, this is all in complete secrecy to be known to everybody else. Evil, like I said, I feel sorry for Evil Eye because she was put in the work not knowing what was going on, and you had like solutions say, "Yo, we're gonna have to damage you up now, they make it look realistic." Having a reputation can attract the wrong kind of attention from the wrong type of people, and we've already seen Zeshi Setsume as one example. And by the end of this episode, we have a new character, I guess a prince or a king of royalty, the magic elder who knows Irons on Gold. I'm like, how the hell does he know Irons on Gold? And he also said he has the same type of abilities that I do. So is he one of the supreme ones? How the hell does he? You have further suspicion when I guess the prince or the king mentions, "Oh, I'd like you to collect some information on someone called Mon, and which is the person's one and the same." So they have the same goal apparently. Obviously, like I said, you already have two cheerleaders as it is with Alberto and Chelsea, and now you have Evil Eye. And by the end, she pretty much told you, you could have teleported and gone to where Eyes on Gold was, but she forgot all about that. So that was cute. Like I said, she not only is she a badass, but she's freaking adorable. So I was kind of shocked when she actually decided to unmask herself. So I guess she's exposed to her feelings now and becoming a full-fledged fangirl cheerleader, much like Alberto and Sheltia. So Alberto, great hands on goal, classic, obviously, classic Overlord, is playing itself out with hands on goal's decision to like give aid to the humans. Now, somebody in the comments who reads the light novels stated it could be the frustration of the Supreme Ones. Well, regardless of who her frustrations towards, fact still remains, she has frustrations and she's going to take it out on somebody. You don't set up something like that and just lead it towards nothing if nothing's going to happen. Or Alberto did something while Hands on Goal was away. That's my question. And by the way, it's not beyond the realms of possibility because if not for Sabas and Hands on Goal, then who knows what solution would have done to Sure. Remember, she said maybe I should devour you. Remember that scene? Speaking of Sure, I guess she's under training to become a full-fledged maid, and something that was mentioned during the episode was kind of weird. It's like the only way she'd stop being a maid is she goes through marriage. I'm like, wait, is that set up? Sabas actually marrying Sure? I'm assuming she's over 16. I hope that's the case. Whereas we could have a similar circumstance of what happened with the confusion of Pudding from One Piece. It was a decent ending to season 2. Very enjoyable season throughout. Although I've got there's a lot of complaints about the lack of hands on goals, the action in this season. Although I think the previous 2 episodes kind of made up for it. But like I said, I've already said this before. If hands on goal was there to resolve everything, we wouldn't get much development, and we certainly wouldn't have got much development from Sebastian in this season. So I want to see more spotlight for these characters. We have yet to see Alberta in a 1v1. I think she took care of a couple of fodder in season 1 when it was the group that's targeting Stronov, but other than that, I don't think we've seen anything from her. This is kind of why I was hoping we get solution in her fight because we've yet to see that either. Now, we know what she could do, but we haven't seen her go all out either. So I'm kind of this is why I'm leaning towards reading the light novels. And I think there's actually a chapter that was revealed that was released during the weekend. So I'm probably going to read through the light novels. So I definitely want to see more from these characters because Alberto, yeah, it's great that she has the fan service gags, classic comedy gags with hands on goal, but we have yet to see what she can do feat wise. So I want to see more. I definitely want to see more from Chaldea. We have more characters introduced. I guess, like I said, one of royalty and a magical elder who could be on the same level as Irons on Gold, which is most intriguing. And by the way, that Prince or King that we get introduced to at the end of the episode, it kind of reminds me of Gilgamesh from Fate Stay Night or Fate Zero. He has the same tendencies, the same, I guess, the demeanor. He looks very arrogant. And if you want to go one step further, I guess he resembles an elf from One Piece as well. Very arrogant. So I can't wait to see what these characters can do. I just hope we don't have to wait too long for Season 3, but that's it from me. Very enjoyable Season 2. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're reading the light novel, let me know if you think it's worth reading from start to finish. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Like this review if you appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel for Overlord. Thank you guys for tuning in for each review. Catch you guys later.